Hey everybody, how are you? Hi. Um, well, we are now successfully in our third, fourth-ish week of the online weight loss challenge. There's about 13 to 14 of you that are registered, and there are some of you that are getting some crazy results right now. I mean, it's incredible. Like, I'm just so proud of what many of you are doing right now and changing just your lifestyle as far as, how you're eating, your activity levels. I mean, you guys are making no excuses, and I'm so proud of you. Um, and I can't wait to start announcing the winners. Well, not the winners, but who's in the lead and what everybody's doing. But I'm so excited for you guys. I don't know if you guys have any idea um, how awesome you are, but it's great. This week, last week, you guys, we talked about metabolism. The week before that, we talked about meal planning, and the week before that, we talked about protein. This week, I thought that we would venture out on a very common subject that I kind of notice is the topic of discussion every time I speak with some of you. It seems to be one of the most common issues in nutrition and weight loss, and that is breakfast. As simple as it is, we hear that breakfast is the most important meal of the day, but it seems like it is one of our biggest issues as far as either what we're eating or whether we're even eating breakfast in the morning. The reason why breakfast is such an issue with weight loss is because the morning time, of course, breakfast time, after you've gotten up and you're getting ready for work or school, you're trying to beat the clock. You may have children that you have to get ready and drop off to school. You may have to get to work early. For most of us, that's the case. You have to get to work early, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. And so after a long night's rest, most likely many of you are sleeping 8, 9, 10 hours at night. You wake up and most of you are having a banana and a glass of coffee or a cup of coffee. Some of you are having a cup of coffee. Some of you are stopping by Dunkin' Donuts and grabbing a muffin and a coffee. Coffee is very common in the morning, but a lot of times that is what you guys are having for breakfast, and there's nothing else. Some of you are skipping breakfast altogether. And a lot of the reasons that I'm hearing from you guys is that you just don't have time in the morning to make yourself a healthy breakfast. And so what's happening is that you guys are going this long amount of time sleeping. That's why and you guys have heard this before, the reason why they call it breakfast is if you break the word up, you have break fast. You're breaking a fast. You're breaking this long period of time where your body is not receiving any nutrients, no water, no food. So after that long period of time, breakfast is supposed to be that relief to the body of having to deal with hunger. And so if you're not eating breakfast, you're not eating anything until lunchtime, which is around 12 o'clock. For some of you, 11, for some of you, 1, for some of you, 2 in the afternoon. And so your body goes on starvation mode, basically, and it begins to go into survival mode. And in that case, what's happening is, first of all, your resting metabolism begins to drop. Your body starts to hold on to any calories that it may have, and it's storing any calories that you're taking into fat. So a lot of you guys are having a very hard time burning calories and therefore burning fat, and therefore holding on to the weight that you're trying to get rid of. Breakfast is absolutely essential, not only for health, but also for weight loss. So today we're going to talk about breakfast. This is going to be probably a very short class, but I just wanted to really press upon you why it's so important for you guys to be drinking water in the morning and eating breakfast in the morning. These are such important things for you to do if you are going to change the the rest of this challenge and essentially the rest of your life. Breakfast is super important. So we really need to start kind of implementing a very healthy breakfast into our diet. Not only will this help us to control our weight, but it's going to actually help you to feel good. And I'm going to explain some things of why. You guys are doing in the morning, basically, okay, we talked about you have this time constraint, and that's pretty much for most of us. We have this time constraint, right? So a lot of us are rushing. Some of us don't even feel the hunger that our body is experiencing. So we usually pick one of three things. We either pick a carbs-based diet, and I'll explain what that is. We decide to just skip out on breakfast altogether, or some of us are actually eating healthy meals in the morning. And so each of these different options can have a different effect on our day and on our overall health. So if you are eating a carbs-based diet in the morning, when I say a carbs-based breakfast, excuse me, when I say a carbs-based breakfast, I mean a breakfast that is filled with simple carbohydrates. Okay, and I'm talking refined. Talking like sugary cereals, things with white bread. Like if you make toast, you're having it with white bread. Basically, these things are giving you an immediate surge of sugar, like blood sugar. It increases your blood sugar like instantly, right? That's your coffee with your white sugar in it. And, some of you guys are putting some cream in there that's flavored, and it has a lot of sugar in it as well. And what it's doing is it's releasing a huge amount of insulin into the bloodstream. And that release of insulin removes sugar from the blood and puts it into storage. And guess where it's storing that sugar? It's storing it into your fat tissue. And of course, it's doing that to give you energy, right? And of course, any of that, all of that stored sugar is now added to the fat and feeding the fat, and therefore helping the fat to increase. What happens is when you have this decrease in blood sugar, your body craves more of those sugars, more of those carbs, right? So throughout the day, the cycle keeps repeating itself 2 to 3 times throughout the day. And by lunchtime, instead of having a healthy lunch, guess what you're craving? You're craving sweets. You're craving sugary things to get that blood sugar back up, right? So a lot of you who start the day off on a carb-based breakfast, you end up snacking with sweet stuff all throughout the day. And then, of course, you're snacking too much, you're taking in too many calories, and therefore, what do? You have weight gain. You have a very hard time losing weight when this is the start of your day. How you start your day is super important, because the way your body feels is the way you're going to feed your body. So if you start off with a sugary morning or a high carbo, simple carbs morning, you're going to be doing that all day, only because your body is going to require it. It's going to crave that type of diet throughout the day. The other option for some of you who, and mind you, the reason why some of you guys are doing the carbs-based breakfast, those refined sugars and things like that, is because you don't have time in the morning, right? It's easy to just pour, a bowl of cereal and eat it really quick, or go and stop and grab a muffin from Dunkin' Donuts or something like that, or have one of those little cereal bars, or just pop a piece of toast in the oven, put some jelly on it. It's easy to do that. It's quick. It's simple, right? those things don't provide your body with the nutrients that you need. Therefore, by the time lunch comes around, your body's not going to crave that. It's going to crave what you've already been feeding it. All right, so the second option, and so many of you guys are choosing this option over even eating anything at all, and that is to skip breakfast altogether. I just want you guys to know, coffee is not breakfast. It's not a meal. It doesn't really have a lot of nutrients that can carry you throughout your day. So what's happening is, when you skip breakfast, your blood sugar drops below the normal level. And then you start having these cravings, of course, the same way as your first option. You start having these cravings for carbohydrates to get that quick blood sugar rush. You need that energy. You need something, right? Because your body needs to overcome that hunger. So it's going to start craving that sugar, right? So you're going to turn to those simple carbohydrates again. And as we discussed, that when you eat those simple carbohydrates, they give you that sugar rush. It gives you all of that insulin, which is taking the blood out of your, the sugar out of your blood. And it's, of course, turning that into excess fat. Right? Not only that, but now, again, your body is going into survival mode. It's not getting any of the nutrients that it needs. You guys are having a really hard time losing weight because you're not eating this very, very important meal in your day. Okay, so what's happening is, okay, so when you do eat breakfast, but that breakfast is a carbs-based breakfast, you're starting off here during the day, right? You're starting the day off here, and your sugar levels are now high because you've taken in all of those simple carbohydrates, right? And then your insulin level is high. But then what do you start doing? You start crashing, right? And you start feeling that level of hunger. And once you start feeling that level of hunger, your body is now needing that sugar again. And then you get it again, and it comes up, okay? And then you do it again. And then this is the cycle. Well, when you don't eat breakfast, it's the same exact thing, except for you're starting out hungry, right? You're starting out hungry. Your blood sugar levels are low. And then when you start to get hungry again, you eat something quick, like for a snack or for lunch. You eat something quick because you're so hungry by that time. You're eating something quick, and then you get that surge of energy. You get that sugar rush, right? And then that's when the cycle begins, like around the afternoon. And then you're going up and down in hunger, right? You guys, this is so counterproductive to what you're trying to do. A lot of people are wondering why, I don't even eat that much. Why in the world can't I lose weight? I'm not even eating this. This is the reason why, okay? So your third alternative, and the one that you should be choosing, is to have a balanced protein-based breakfast. Okay, what is a balanced protein-based breakfast, Coach Cheryl? Well, a balanced protein-based breakfast. Well, you want something that's high in protein. Okay, you can find your protein in eggs. You can find your protein in oatmeal, cottage cheese, whole milk. I would kind of stay away from whole milk. I would do low-fat milk because you could still get a good amount of protein from a low-fat milk. From yogurt, you can find it in, I said cottage cheese, right? Yeah, I did. So these type of things, right? With that, have some fruit along with it. Have a little bit of fruit as well. Have some whole grains. These things are going to give you a nice balanced-based breakfast. This is going to supply your body with all of the nutrients that you need. Those nutrients are going to provide your body with the energy without increasing that blood sugar, without increasing the insulin levels and creating more excess fat, more reasons for your body to feed off, more reasons for your fat to feed off of, like the sugar and stuff like that, which feeds off of the fat, which the fat feeds off of, Lord have mercy. It also helps you to avoid that dependence on carbs during the day, right? So if you're eating something really good for your body, right from Jump Street, as soon as you wake up, you're having this meal, you're breaking that fast with really healthy food, a balanced breakfast, your body is now going to stay right in the middle. in the normal blood sugar level, right? So instead of doing this and dipping way above the blood sugar level and then going way below the blood sugar level and creating this craving for more carbs and more sugars, it's going to stay right there in the sweet spot, basically. Excuse, pardon the pun. It's going to stay right there, and it's going to basically keep you from wanting to eat sweets throughout the day. So breakfast is super, super important. You want to keep your appetite under control, right? You want to keep your cravings under control. And you want to diminish those needs for sugars and pastries and sodas and things like that. What ends up happening when you eat a really good breakfast is that your body is now going to use its own stored fats to get more energy, right? So now, instead of storing sugars into your body, right, it's going to use the fat for energy. And when it's using fat for energy, what is it doing? It's burning fat. It's burning calories instead of storing fat and storing calories. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense for everybody. Okay, so when you're eating a very healthy, balanced breakfast in the morning, you're actually promoting the burning of fat. And I'm not talking exercise. You're promoting the burning of fat at rest. You're promoting the burning of calories at rest. So that's why you want to eat a balanced, protein-based breakfast, guys. This is why that's important. Again, not eating breakfast is not an option for weight loss. And eating a quick sugary breakfast is not an option for weight loss, guys. It's just not going to work. Your body will not respond the way you want it to respond if you're trying to lose weight. If you're trying to feel energetic throughout the day, those are just not those options that you want to choose. You want to choose figuring out how to make time for breakfast in the morning. If you don't have time for breakfast, if time is really just pressing on you in the morning and you just don't have that type of option, there is an alternative, right? I've spoken to you guys about Herbalife products as an alternative. It's a very quick way for you to get all the nutrients and all the protein that you need in the morning. A Formula 1 shake with a little protein powder in it. You put it in, you blend it up, or you shake it up, you drink it down, or you bring it out the door with you and you drink it. You're getting 21 essential minerals and vitamins. You're getting, if you're going to add the protein, you're getting about 20 grams of protein. You're getting everything you need. Energy, you're getting everything you need. So that's an option. If you don't have the time in the morning, get in touch with me, let me know, and let's make sure that you're getting what you need in the morning for that breakfast meal. Okay, guys? So again, I'm hoping that this is going to help you guys, because I'm having this conversation with the majority of you. The biggest reason a lot of you are having issues with your weight and with your body fat is this right here. It's the timing of your meals and what you're eating. So let's really take heed to this particular lesson right here. All right, I think that's all I want to discuss with you guys today. I really want you guys to focus. My challenge for you guys, I have a couple of challenges for you guys, okay? This is my challenge. This is my challenge for you guys. My first challenge is, for those of you who are still having a very hard time having breakfast in the morning, okay? Those of you who are having a hard time having breakfast in the morning, most of you guys who still haven't implemented some kind of regimen for having breakfast in the morning, you guys are the ones that are having issues with the weight loss. I'm noticing that. I'm recording all your numbers, and those of you who are not eating breakfast or eating a healthy breakfast in the morning, you guys are the ones that are having the hardest time getting rid of some of this weight. My challenge to all of you, especially those of you who are not eating breakfast or eating a good breakfast in the morning, is to eat breakfast. Give me 3 days. When I put you guys on a challenge, I give you 3-day challenge, right? I want you to give me 3 days of eating a healthy breakfast in the morning. Give me 3 days. A healthy breakfast can be oatmeal. Oatmeal is high in protein. You could do oatmeal with a couple of boiled eggs and some fruit. Okay, you can do you can make yourself a scrambled egg wrap, right? Just make yourself some scrambled eggs, put it in a wrap, take it to go if you need to. You guys can have fried eggs. You can have cottage cheese with fruit. There's so many different options, but you want something that is protein based. Put a little fruit on the side of it. You can have scrambled eggs and put some spinach in there. You can, some of us who, have protein shakes and things like that, some of us actually make protein pancakes. I have some recipes. So I'll throw some recipes out there for you guys. I'll put them in the Facebook group. I'll do that tonight. I want you guys to take a look at those recipes. They're breakfast recipes. I want you guys to try them. Give me 3 days of having a healthy, balanced breakfast. Give me 3 days. And I want you guys to get back to me and tell me, how do you feel during your day? How has that changed to have a healthy, balanced breakfast? How has that changed your day? What does that make you want to eat later on in the day? How does that make your energy, how does that change the way as far as energetically, how are you feeling? That's challenge 1. Some of you guys have already implemented that change in your diet, right? So for those of you who have changed that in your diet, I want you guys, and this can be for the others too, I want you guys to try one new fruit or vegetable this week. If you guys are eating spinach, I want you to try kale if you've never tried kale, or asparagus if you've never tried asparagus, or arugula if you've never tried arugula. Try something different. If you're eating apples and oranges, I want you to try a different kind of orange, like a blood orange, or I want you to try a different thing. Some of you guys are having the same meals day in and day out, or you're trying, you're eating the same things day in. I want you to try something new, and I want you to get back with us. Put it on the Facebook group page and tell us, what did you try new this week? Go to the store and have some fun with it. You know what I mean? This is what being healthy is all about. This is not a diet, guys. This is not a temporary solution to a permanent, what could be a permanent problem. This is a lifestyle change. You are changing your life so that you can have longevity, so that you can live longer, so that you can protect yourself from disease. So this is not something temporary. So I want you guys to try these things, try something new, because you don't want just 5 options to healthy lifestyle. You want to be able to know that this is a lifestyle. Therefore, there is a unlimited way of doing this. And also, again, I'll remind you guys, for those of you who just really having issue with making breakfast in the morning, getting out for lunch, get with me. I have other alternatives for you. It's not going to cost you more money. You're just going to spend your money somewhere else. And you're going to use these products, and they're going to do the same thing for you, except for the only thing is you're going to have the time to be able to take these nutritional products. So let me know, let's try to fix this, because some of you guys are having a really hard time. So let's fix this and get you guys some crazy results, because there are some people who are getting crazy results already. Okay. All right. So I appreciate all you guys. I'm proud of every single one of you. You guys are really working hard. I mean, you guys have no idea, just the thought and the desire to want to change your lives, that right there is huge. So I'm proud of you all. And those of you who I have not gotten with, or who have not gotten with me for your weigh-ins, get with me, guys. Get with me. Let's, some of you haven't even really gotten started yet. Many of you guys have. Most of you have. But you guys, you are responsible for your own results. There's but so much I can do. I can call you guys, I can text you guys, but it's not my weight loss. It's not my health. I'm responsible for my health and my own goals. So get with me and really, really invest some time, and if you need to, some money in yourselves, in your life, do it. You're important. You should be important to yourself. You should be more important to you than you are to me, and you're important to me. So I'm just very honored that you guys would even give me this opportunity, and I really look forward to this next week to see what other results that that I'll see out of you guys. I will be posting some of our leaders in this challenge, because I'm just so proud of a few of you, and just how you guys have jumped over hurdles and jumped over obstacles. Some of you have seen the obstacles in front of you and you just crushed them. You went head on into them and you're seeing the results of that. So either way, that's the end of this class. And again, if you guys have any questions, concerns, you want to share some knowledge, you guys know where the Facebook group page is. Just share there, and I will see you all soon. All right. Bye-bye, guys. Have a great week. Bye-bye.